Okay, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. I finally managed to get a day off, so I'm crafting today. Please excuse the bits at the busy working area. It's a multi-use area. Not only do I use it for my crafting, I also use it for my work because I'm self-employed, and Doug uses it for his bits and pieces as well. So you will see it a little bit cluttered. I have tried to tidy up, but there's only so much you can do in a small space. Okay, so I am currently working with cork. Ideally, let me turn you around. Make sure you're all lined up. There we go. I would like to work with stuff that I found, but at the present I can't find. I'm going to go off back to Cornwall and try and pick up some slate and such so I can use slate and everything. But I've bought these coasters, got them off eBay. They've got a small area in them, and I'm using these purely for the fact that when I work with glass, it means that wherever you put them, it's not going to scratch, so you can use them on any surface. These are what I'm going to be working on. I've already just prepared these. These aren't ready by any means, it was just me playing around with glass. So this is what ultimately they're going to look like. So hopefully you can see that okay. Just let me check. Okay. And when I was lying there in bed last night, I was thinking, how can I make these quite quickly? And I'm going to be working, the first thing I'm going to do, which we'll do together in a minute, is I'm going to PVA these ones that haven't got the glass on, just this side, so that it's not, it makes it a bit more waterproof, because obviously this is porous. And then I was thinking, how can I quickly use the glue, because obviously the glue will dry out if I leave it open too long. And I've come up with this novel idea where I just put one on top of the other, flip it over, then I can glue the one I'm ready to go on, and then just flip it back, and then I can just adjust what I want once it's there, which works really well. I didn't know if that was going to work or not, but I'm happy with that. So let's begin. Let's just move these out of the way. These are the things I'm going to be using. So I've got my fix and grout again, I've got my glue, so that's clear glue, it dries clear. And this one's also a clear glue, and this is just a PVA. It's just a cheap PVA one, which I've got again from the local store, because I want to try and support my local area. And I'm going to use this just to seal these. So we're going to do that now. Move these out of the way. Even these little pots I got from the local store, and that's just a cheap brush. So let's tip some of this in here. This is all kind of winging it a little bit. I've not done this before, other than obviously you saw my mosaic that I made for my grandson, but this is just another idea. I didn't seal that one, but I think it's a good idea to give them a bit of a coating, just to make them a bit more durable. Right, let's see if that's enough. I can always put some more in, can't I? Oop, can't get the lid on. Oh, okay, let's put it down, do it that way. Yeah, that's fine. There we go, all done. So I'm just making sure you can see me properly, and the screen's gone off. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm just hoping that I can just brush this on and just give a thin layer. You see that? And then I'm going to leave that to dry. I don't know why I thought I needed to do this, but I just did. I guess if you're working with a porous material, it's a good idea to make sure you do seal it to protect it from any spillages. I know these are designed to use as they are, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just literally going to do the top surface, and I haven't decided yet. Depending on how the glass sits on the coaster, I might do a rim with some glass as well, but we'll see. As I said, it's all a bit of an experiment. Nothing like planning, is there? I kind of, the way I work, because I also do sewing and stuff like that, something will inspire me, which I'm sure is the same as you. It'll either be a bit of fabric, or I just see something I like, and I don't tend to copy other people's stuff so much, but I get an idea and then I put my own twist on it, if you see what I mean. But at the moment, when I've done a little bit of research, I think that will do, won't it? I haven't actually seen anybody else. Alright, so that's that. Oh, just spread that one out a bit. There we go. So hopefully that will give me a good surface to work on. The other thing is, I've decided, we have actually now got a tumbler, but unfortunately we haven't got the bearings to use them yet. I have decided not to polish the glass, because I would really like it. Let me move that out of the way. I would really like to be working, let me just grab this a minute, with glass that literally as it's come out of the sea. Let me get straight, because I'm not very good at filming straight with this. Then Doug has to try and straighten it out when he edits it. So yeah, some of them will be brighter than others, because of the glasses come from different places. And I'm trying to use glass that we feel possibly isn't the best glass to be selling. So I'm using the odd bits, if you like. But I kind of like that because I like the different shapes and the different textures. So some of them are nice and rounded, and some of them are a little bit more sharp, some of them are a bit more see-through, and some of them are a bit more weathered. But yeah, let me pull away there. So yeah, so these ones are all ready. Once they're dry, I'll then make up some glue. I'll spray them, put a thin layer of Gorilla Glue on them, and do my flip. Hi, okay, so I'm back again today. Got some time on my own, so I've come into the shed to do a bit more of the craft working. Especially as today, it's absolutely horrendous outside. It's Saturday. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it is blowing a hoolie here. So what better time to do this? Okay, so last time we spoke, I had sealed my cork, okay, and we were going to stick the glass on. So what we are doing now is, I have done some purely for the fact, obviously you don't want to be watching me do loads of the same thing over and over again. So I've done 3 of them, and we still got 1 left to do, so I thought we could do that together. Now, as I said before, this is a wet contact glue, so the first thing I need to do, right, let's just move my camera slightly so you can actually see what I'm doing. So as I said, this is a wet contact glue, what I'm using, just Gorilla Glue, but it's clear. So the first thing we need to do is wet the surface. Here's my little bottle of water. Keep a lid on it in case the grandson comes in and has a little play. I caught him in here the other day and I left it open. Oopsie. So just put some water on it. Doesn't need too much. I'll drown it. There we go. And then we just need to put the glue on. Just pop that on there for a minute. We will be using that again shortly. Oops. There we go. So, squirt of glue. There we go. Don't think I'll need any more than that. So we literally just need to spread all that around. There we go. Make sure I get it right into the edges. Yeah, this brush isn't so good now. Struggling a bit, but it will do for today. I do have a spare one, but I thought I'd try and reuse this one as much as I could. I might trim it actually, just take the edges off, so it'll end up like a little stubby one, won't it? Okay, so you can see the glue's mixing with the water. It's gone slightly white. So the next thing we need to do is to put the glass on there. I'll put that out of the way. Hopefully it won't stick to Dog's mat. Oops. Get rid of that. Okay, Now this is the fun bit. That's my glass, which is all sitting in there nicely, but I want it that way up, so obviously I don't want to have to take it all out. So literally all I need to do is flip that over like that. Actually, does it go that way? It actually does. Okay, flip it back, make sure it's all in, and then we do the same with this. So pop that on top of there, make sure it's lined up, and there we go. How easy is that? I love it. Okay, now those ones I'm pretty sure haven't been done, so I need to put them up there. And then literally I'm just gonna make sure they are sitting on the glue. Now in reality, I don't know whether you need to use glue because the grout will hold it in, but I just kind of like to have the extra security that they are held in. I think it does make a difference, and when you're grouting it means that they're all kept in place rather than jiggling around while you're trying to put the grout in. So, oops. Obviously they are quite a tight fit. I didn't want to have too many gaps to fill in. Get in. Arguing that. There we go. So now that just needs to go off. So that one's going to be put to a side for a little while. I probably won't finish this one today. Purely for the fact that it needs to set. It does say a couple of hours, but I kind of like to leave it overnight just to be sure, because at the moment they're all wiggling around. So I'm just going to pop that out the way. Right, now we've got some messy bit. Open this up. Ooh. This is where my nail varnish is going to go to pieces as well, isn't it? Open up. Right, there we go. So it's just common or grout, nothing special. I'm literally going to stick my finger in and start working it into the grooves. You need to work fairly quickly because obviously it is messy. You just need to get in and get it on, because then I don't want the stones to get, otherwise I'm going to have too much cleanup. So it's literally just working it in. Okay, so that is it for now. I know it's a bit bright. Let me turn that away a little bit. Is that better? I know there's shadow on me, but it's not showing so much on the thing. So I've given it a bit of a wipe. I will do the other three off camera because obviously it's a bit boring watching me do the same thing again and again. But I would really like your feedback. If it's something you'd like to buy, then let me know as well, because we'll be putting them on our Etsy shop. At some point I will do patterns on some of them, but that takes so much longer to do, which is going to incur on the price, and I want to keep the price fairly low on them, because I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it. I'm not doing it to make money. I mean, obviously it's nice to get my costs back because we spend hours and hours collecting the glass and everything else, and obviously making them. Okay, hi. Haven't been with you for a little while because of what with work and everything else. It's been a little bit tricky. I've been really busy, which is good, but it means I don't get to do my hobbies. Okay, so where are we up to? I've now finished doing these, and overall I'm pretty happy with them, but it doesn't matter how careful you are, you can't avoid getting some of the the grout into the cork. So what I've decided to do, and we're going to do it together today, but here's one I've done earlier, is I've decided to, and I'm sure you can see the difference, is put a little bit of satin wood stain just around the sides and the thing, just to finish it off, because if I was going to buy that, I would pick this one, not this one. And wasn't happy putting these ones on the Etsy shop as they were. I mean, okay, they are nice and I'm really pleased with them, but I just think this finishes it off really nicely. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this together. Please please excuse a bit of background noise. Doug has now installed a diesel heater in here, so that's what you can hear clicking, although it does make it very nice and toasty in here, so I'm pretty pleased with it. So literally all I am doing is just carefully, I don't know if you can see that, just going round the edge to start off with, and you can see straight away the difference. But I'm going to be honest, I am really pleased with these. Let's nearly finish this one. So as you can see, I've been rabbiting on while I've been doing it. It hasn't actually taken that long. And now, the difference, hope you can see that in this light, the difference is quite substantial.